We're heading down for a run.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Musner 3 just followed.
Osner, hello, welcome. That it's only 25 million collateral and pays 40 million. What are all these ibises? Oh man, are they trying to scare people down here? I'm gonna have to autopilot in. All right, so let's see what else is available out here. Not too much that pays very good going from Jita to Amar. 45 jumps and willing to pay 22. I mean, come on, for $1 billion? I mean, they probably get people to run them, but it just isn't the greatest. And this one looks really good, but it has to be run in 1 day, and you have to go through Udema. And so if Udema gets, you know, Udema still looks okay, but if Udema gets all you know, clogged up with guys doing ganking, then you know, you kind of have to park up and wait for a while. So I'm gonna move this guy over here. I don't think that there's too much here that looks very interesting to run. Back in a bit. If this were a 2-day one, I'd pick it up right away. It pays 100 million. I don't know. Have I ever used Weber alts? I have before, but I don't typically. All right, I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. Let me see how Udema's looking. It's looking fine. Okay. I'm gonna go into Udema, pick up a couple of things. I actually have, that's where my Antra was parked, was in Udema. And it, kind of an odd place for it to be parked, but that's where it was. Why am I getting some jitter here? I think my video drivers might be about to crash. Not good. Oh, this is why I need to get a new video card. It's a 3060 Ti. I want to upgrade to a 4070 Ti Super.
Drive active.
I need to shut down a couple of clients here. Yeah, see, I'm getting shit like this. You can't even see my ship or nothing. Whoa. Wow, that looks really great on the screen. Well, I wonder what happened with that.
Warp drive active.
Abstract art. Does it still look that way? It does. All right, let me see if I can fix that.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh, it didn't start up properly. Hmm. See if I can fix my issue here. Yeah, so this is what I've got on the screen here. Not a very good look. So it says that I'm approaching the gate down here. Burst and Chaos had this problem too. So I can tell you that several months ago, when they upgraded some graphic stuff in the game, they started putting more pressure on the GPU, and then Equinox puts even more pressure on the GPU. And that's why I'm now looking at needing to upgrade. I had been planning on buying a 4070 Ti Super, and I was hoping to get it like within the next couple of weeks. But then I found out just a couple days ago that I have a bill for something unexpected that's $1,500, and I'm like going, oh my God. So, you know, gotta do the responsible thing and take care of the other thing. All right, now it's jumping. Let's see what things look like. Will it come up proper now? There we go. That looks a lot better, a lot more normal.
Drive active.
Time to crack open the credit card. Yeah, no, you know, I'm not a big fan of having a lot of debt, because I could do it. But, you know, You paint yourself into a corner if an emergency happens, you know? All right, he'll keep going. He's doing fine. Let's look at this guy here. And these 3 prototype jump drive economizers are from my Answer that I put on the market in Udema. I didn't want to fly it into Jita. Those are what save fuel. Well, there we go. I got it all in there. All right. Let's go up to Jita. You put those economizers on the market. Yeah, so I could lower my graphic settings to stuff, but in all honesty, I really like to show off Eve and all its glory. Talked about that before. But if I were to get a new card and then I might put a TV monitor in here too. It's like 4K, because you can get TVs in a good size in 4K, and a TV will display a game just fine as long as you're not trying to make it your primary gaming monitor. And then I can, you know, put 4 freighters at once up on that. Switch over to that and switch to the individuals or to the all 4 of them at once.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
And big TVs are damn cheap now. I saw a TV that didn't look too bad that was 65-inch, $299 from Costco, delivered. I mean, you know, they may be subsidized because there's like Fire TV or Android TV or Roku on it. And they'll subsidize the cost of a TV a bit so that, you know, they make more money because you pay for their services or whatever. But as long as it has an HDMI input, you're golden. If it has a DP input, then you're like really hot shit. So you can't find a dumb TV anymore? Correct. So what you end up doing is not connecting the TV to a network connection, to Wi-Fi or to a network connection, and then, you know, you just and you tell it to start up on an HDMI connection instead of on its menus or whatever. That's what I've done. You don't want a mic on your TV. Well, if it's not connected to the network at all, you don't have to worry about it. So, and if for some reason you wanted to connect it up to do a firmware update or whatnot, you connect up, you do a firmware update, and then you disconnect. Don't buy a Roku. Well, Roku is actually the most popular streaming application that there is. It comes on the TV. You know, the shit's all embedded in the TV these days. So, you prefer HDMI to DP? Well, DP will get you much better performance. If your television that you buy has a DP connection, it means that it can get into the higher. It means that it probably has hertz higher than 60. You know, so you might be able to get 120 out of it or whatnot. And I have to say, I have a laptop that is 285 hertz or something like that. It's just ridiculous. It's a really ridiculous amount. But when I look at games on there and I have it at 60 or I have it at like this 285 or whatnot, I mean, I can see the difference, and it looks better. So, you know, the higher the hertz, the better. But TVs are getting cheap these days. So,
Drive active.
so I'd be running everything on one PC.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Tor Command 1 just followed.
I have a second card in this machine that's a GTX 150, something like that, or GTX 1500. I don't remember. Tau Command, thank you for the follow. But I just use it as a port out. I'd end up replacing one of the cards in there, and so I can run more clients. So I'd have two high-powered cards in the gaming machine. Notice the difference between... Oh wait.
Active.
Oh, we're going to do Instadock.
Warp drive active. Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, maybe over 120 isn't necessary, but I can just tell you that, you know, going above 60 is a noticeable difference. Now, going above 60 FPS to a higher FPS, I'm not sure that there's much of a difference in that. Most people can't see above 60. Some people can, but most people can't.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Maybe it's age related. I don't think it's age related. I think it's wow, look at all them blue pills.
You, sir, rock.
Geriatric viewer just subscribed.
Right. Geriatric viewer, thank you for the sub. I just realized something. There's no material efficiency on these. That'll raise the cost by 10%. That's okay though. So let's see here. Geriatric viewer. Thank you so much for the sub. It's a brand new sub. It's 1,000 gold to everybody here in your honor. And let's see what yeah, I already see the comments. Susanna, this should be good. We're gonna see what Dolly thinks that your oh, we're gonna have to autopilot up to it. All right, we're gonna see what Dolly thinks that your Twitch avatar looks like. Yeah, I don't know. Are you gonna have a cane or a walker? Oh, that's not bad. Your one eye, wow. You need some work done on that. That one eye looks a little bit like your augmentation isn't agreeing with you so well. All right, I will put that up into our Discord live show chat if you want a copy of that. Hell, full head of hair. Yeah. Needs to be bald. Yeah, I think we're gonna do something fun here. Please make geriatric viewer walking with a walker. Melty eye, yeah, something like that. Let's see what happens here. It can't be good. It can't be good. Well, that's not walking with a walker. You have 2 hours and 29 minutes left. That mean you die in 2 hours, 29 minutes? I don't know. I'll put that one up too, in case you like that one better. Yeah, his eye got better. Oh, here, let's hit the warp button here. All right, so I said, please show us full body and make a young guy helping him to walk, like an orderly. You could put this on your phone now. It's just the right orientation where you could use this as your phone background. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put that up there. Okay. Yep. There you go. And look at your, your stats here and everything. Is that the Amar Emperor, right? Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. All right. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's take these out of here. And then these prototype jump drives. These things, by the way, are huge. These modules, they're 3,500 square meters each. So, see how the price history is on these. Yeah, it's okay. It's pretty flat. So we can put it up at the lowest price. Although it's quite a bit lower than this. Let's see here. What is the volume of these selling? There's enough of these selling every day. I do not need to go to that super low price. I don't have to sell it today. It'll be an extra billion, but we'll get, we will get 349. 6. All right. 348. There we go. And so now that we got all these blue pills here, we look at using the blueprint and what it will cost. Oh, wait, to make one is 2.4 million and they're selling for... Oh, this is different. This is not what I was looking at. This is why I was confused. These are synth blue pill. I was looking at standard. These are upside down. That's why they have no value. See, it costs 2.4 million to build them, and they're selling for 2 million each. Oh, okay. So that is I can see how it's very easy to confuse them and everything. Oh yeah, it's even worse. Yeah, making these is no good. Well, you know, I took a chance because the price was right, $1 million per blueprint. Yeah, they look the same. There's actually like 4 different kinds. See, there's multiple different kinds of blue pills. So I mean, it's fine. I'm not upset or nothing. And so that's a synth, and then there's the standard, which you can build for $1 million each. So yeah. So it looks like with the synth that there's probably a lot of people that are getting those same blueprints and they're like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna dominate the market. Yeah, and I didn't catch it whenever I was doing it. Yeah, and copies can't be researched. No, they can't. So anyway, that's okay. I will put them over in my stuff, and if the price ever becomes, you know, advantageous to do, then I'll do them. But right now I would lose a full run of 1,000. I'd lose 500 million ISK doing a full run of 1,000 of them. So, all right. Well, good. I'm glad we figured it out before just, you know, running further with it too. Going like, woohoo, we found the answer. And then committing a bunch of resources to it. That'd be pretty disappointing. All right, it's all good. So now this is manufacturing at JITA. The costs here at JITA be quite, you know, it'd be higher, but even at that, oh, it's only, you know, the facility tax is only 122 ISK. The system cost index is 10,000, which is really nothing compared to this whole thing. And so those would be a lot lower over at my manufacturing facility. Because people manufacture all kinds of shit here at JITA, and they pay these really heavy taxes to be able to do so. So
Warp drive active.
right, let's see here. I probably have, yeah, see, I have a container here for BPCs. I've got a few things in here that are, I don't know. I even look at like these curse blueprints and guardian blueprints, and you look at them here, and what will it cost? $199 to build, and they're selling for $197. Oh, they're selling for $217. So I guess I could make a little bit on those, but it's not a huge amount. I usually like to make at least 30% on manufacturing. You know, if not 50%. And it could be that the price is just high on these right now, but that's part of what you do is you wait. And so like you have these 3 peaks here, 4 peaks here. We can discount, well, probably these 3 together is, I don't know. But if we take like this right here, and it's saying, you know, 240 million, and they're costing you 199 each. Well, then you're making 20%. So, yeah, and if you're manufacturing in a player-owned structure, you can get costs down more. I do not manufacture in, I manufacture in an NPC station. And so it limits me on what I can manufacture and make profit at. But I do that for a few reasons. I lost a whole bunch of blueprints in a player structure, including a Tech 2 BPO. And so I just am like, you know what? I don't want to do that again. Tech 2 BPOs are just, you know, you're looking at a minimum of 10 billion in value on them these days, if not a lot higher. And I wonder if we could look it up to see what it is right now. And so I still have one Tech 2 BPO left that wasn't in there.
Warp drive active.
So this one is for Spike. The other one was for a module, and I don't remember what it was. It was a, I think it was Tech 2 Shield Medium. Let's look at contracts here. Buy and sell, and location all regions, want to sell, category, blueprint original, item group. I don't think we're going to put in an item group. And so we can look the whole game here, and then we change the price here. So okay, so I guess I'm a little bit wrong on what my Tech 2 BPO is worth. I was saying it was worth 15 to 30. Looking at these right here, I mean, these are going for 130 billion, which you will never ever make enough. Okay, so that's not true. My this one right here, I estimated that if I kept it running for 5 years and could sell everything, that it would cover the cost of my BPO originally. And I probably paid I probably paid 7 or 8 billion for this back at the time. And 'cause I've had this a long time. And so here's these, and you know, so now they are like, let's just say 10 times more than what I paid, and I thought 5 years. Well, so this, I'll never be able to make enough, and these ones are not the greatest either. So to recoup the money that you put out on a Tech 2 BPO, you have to resell the BPO. It's just as simple as that. And I don't plan on selling mine. I'll just keep making the money. I make, I don't know how much a month. You know, I'm making 250 million a month or something. So, and these right here, let's just say you made 250 million a month off of these. Well, that's just too long on the payback. So, yeah, and these aren't even that good. It's like, so that mine is spike medium, which is not the highest in, it's not the highest in volumes of sales. It does okay, and I tend to sell a lot whenever a war happens and there's particular fits that they want, and they're gearing everybody up, and they come in and clear out the market. The market here, you can see that, like, here's a couple of war actions, and I sold some at like 800 each, and that was pretty good, you know. But down here, 184, well, I'm producing it at just a little bit less than that, so 184 is not very good. And so yeah, I need it to be higher. But even though I keep producing them, let's see here. You're going to find that it's my #1 item here that I have sitting in here. And so I've got 2.79 million of them sitting here at 199 ISK per unit. It's worth 555. But that's not all. Here's the kicker. You think that, oh, well, you know, I hit jackpot here? No, not really. Because here's some for sale. 2.7 million. 2.6 million. I've got 2 listings on the market currently. And they're sitting higher so that I can make money on them. And what happens is when these spikes that I was showing you, these spikes here happen, spikes way up, and I'll sell the whole thing, you know, at one shot. And then if they need even more, I'll sell the second one at an even higher. And I make good money on it. So then I, you know, triple my money or whatever. But it's a really long-term game. And so I have this other, you know, 2-point-some odd million sitting in here. It's almost 2.8 million. I have another 500,000 sitting up at my manufacturing. I'm working on another run that's another 2.8 million. And will this stuff sell before I do more of those? I mean, look at this. We went a long time without there being really much going on in the price. So, so is this a really good BPO? No, it's not. It really isn't. I'm making money off of it because I got it cheap. But beyond that, there's just no point in it. And so we were looking at these other ones here that are for sale. Those are the same boat. those are really all considered ammunition. Even the one that's a smart bomb, I would really consider that more like an ammunition type thing. And so smart bombs, you make money at them, but you know, let's look at it. Let's look at the contract here, and let's view this in industry. And so and then the max run, so 1,100 of them in a month, and 1.1 billion, and we'd sell it for, wow, it's a, okay, I gotta read these numbers again. So raw, building them here in Jita, which is not a good idea. I could make more money building them elsewhere. So 1.135 billion is what it would cost to make them. And I can sell them for 1.156 billion. I'll make 20 million a month in profit. Not worth your time at all. So, yeah, just not worth your time at all. Try to negotiate the price. Not much point in it. I mean, okay, so there, he's asking 130 billion for this blueprint, and I negotiate him down to 100 billion for the blueprint. It's still not worth having. You know, the only people that buy these are the people that have just extreme amounts of money, and they do manufacturing, and they want the prestige of having a, you know, another Tech 2 blueprint in their coffers or whatever. So I wonder if the hyper thing, what is it called? Is it under finance? HyperNet Relay. So, oh yeah, see here, I have searched for this before. Blueprints, original, Tech 2. There's none in here. If I could buy a ticket for 10 million or up to 100 million or something like that to buy a ticket, I might take a chance on it. But there's none here right now. So it doesn't mean anything. And here's the other thing, is that if those are going for 130 billion each, then let's say that there's 1,000 tickets, you know, and they're 130 million each. And one ticket gives me a 1% chance to win, or less than that, or whatever. I'm gonna end up spending more through the HyperNet Relay, unless I'm lucky, than I will to just buy it from somebody else. So, do you want to do it? Not really. Not really. So I just keep my one, and I and I make other stuff, you know. So yeah, it would take years. So I've had this one blueprint for probably around maybe more than 5 years. So I might be making profit on it now. Although I did go for over a year without running it at all because I just kind of forgot about it. You know? So I just didn't do any manufacturing for a while.
Dragons have balls of steel.
Lioneer just subscribed.
Hello. Welcome, Lioneer. 29 months as a sub. How about 580 gold to everybody here in Lioneer's honor? and Lioneer. We will see what Dolly is thinking that you look like. How you'll probably do better than this. Probably. Yeah, I don't know why it switched to doing them tall like this. Because, I mean, if you want it for like phone wallpaper or something, then there it is. But let me have it do it square. There we go. Looks pretty nice. All right, put that up into Discord as well. We only see the Eve client. Oh man, I forgot to switch screens. Okay, so here was the first one, which I put up in a Discord, and then here's the square one. Nice tail. This guy is almost to his pickup point.
Autopilot jumping. Warp drive active.
Got just a bit of things in there for sale. Now, while we're talking about market stuff, it's a raid.
It's a raid.
Tammy a cowboy.
Welcome to the Dragons. I hope you're here to stay. Welcome to the Dragons, where you see how Eve is well played. Now prepare to get flamed.
Tammy a cowboy, thank you. Much appreciated. Welcome. So am I paying for all my accounts with Plex? Yes, I am. And so I forget how many I've got that are Plexed right now. It's a lot. What is this contract that's been assigned to me? Sorry about the mix-up. You will get 30 million. Oh no, you don't have to refund me. I'm rejecting it. Yeah. There you go. It's all good. So no, I'll hold on to them and I'll use them at some point. So let me talk about your viewers decided to raid me. All right, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I want to show y'all something. Since we're talking about some marketplace stuff, I know we were talking about manufacturing and everything, but I want to show you something. And that is the Skinner system. So the Skinner system has come in and it has had a huge disruption on the skins market. Huge disruption on the skins market. A couple days ago, this was worth 115 billion for these. Before Skinner, it was over 200 billion. And so I have sold a couple of them. I sold about 6 billion worth that I sold at ridiculously low prices so I could get some cash in, and they were for high buy offers. But literally, I have lost over 100 billion in value in the skins that I have. And this has been my cash cow. This has been how I have made my money in the game for several years now, my primary income. And because I would buy them for Plex or whatever, and hold on to them for a while, and then, you know, things have changed. Like this one right here, I believe this is from 2010. That this hasn't been around since 2010, and it's, you know, doing okay right here, I suppose. 1.5 billion, but see here, these were selling for over 2, and I have one here that's selling for over 2, and it has dropped this much. And this is one that you can't get anymore. And so, you know, I mean, I'm disappointed that the skins market has taken this change, but at the same time, I've always known that skins are a really volatile market. And I can show you, like, you know, volatile, like the Megathron here, or the Golem state issue. So the Golem state issue here, I don't even have one for sale. Will the price history show this? Look, you know, so I was selling them at about 8 billion. And now they're down here at 50 million. Now, this isn't because of Skinner. This is because they made them available another way in the game. They were in, there was a pack of stuff, and they reissued some of these. But this is just, you know, what I'm talking about. I had probably, I don't know, where did that even go? Down here. I had probably 8 of them. I had 6 or 8 of them. And I bought them for Plex. And then they came out in one of the packs. And so anyway, that one severely crashed. And that is, you know, a bit of how the market works. It's not unique. So any of these can be re-released at any time. I was really lucky that I sold all of my golden pods before CCP made them available again. And they did make them available again for a very short time in a very interesting pack, which I think cost a shit ton of money, if I remember right. It didn't affect the market too much. But the golden pods, you know, I had, I don't know, I probably had 40 or 50 of them. And then I, you know, sold them in the billions each. So they were skinned too. So anyway, I don't know, you know, what, yeah, look at this. The Varger Chainbreaker. I was selling them up at the 7 billion range, and now they're in the 2 billion range. So yeah, the market has just absolutely tanked on all of the high-end skins. It might be good overall. It might be, you know, good for the economy and the game. It might be good for players because there's more skins available to them now. But it did destroy this market. So I just file that under progress. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, see you in the next episode.